Bill, I love our men's team. I love both teams right now a lot. I mean, it's some of the most fun we've had in a long time this early, and the attitude's just I told the team this morning in a meeting, it's not even a 180, it's like a 360 from last year where we're at right now. They're positive with each other. They're working really hard. There's a great sense of trying to move ourselves forward. They're supportive of each other. We just have to hang on to that. You know, we talked a lot about the cliches in sports of a lot of talented teams that just don't come together, and I kind of think a little bit that's what happened last year. You know, we seem to have a better group of people that are focused and doing the right things, and it's just a fun group to be around. You know, they make coming to practice fun. I think their environment's more positive because of it. And it's not just the swimming, you know, it's the weight workouts, the dry land work that we do, just kind of seeing them out and about on campus. And so I'm really excited about where we can go. We just got to keep going in that direction.
I think we're as strong as we've been in the years that I've been here. We had a great group of freshmen come in. They're all very fast, coupled with the rest of the team. I don't see any reason why we can't, you know, do very well this year. Overall, the guys, we haven't been having any problems, which is something that always seems to affect us. At least at one point during the year, it's a long season, but so far the whole team's been getting together great, and I look forward to a great year with them.
We've really been excited how the first month's gone. We've done some different things this year. We've really amped up our training volume compared to the past few years in terms of starting out this early. The other thing we've done is we've kind of kept everybody together a little bit longer as a group. Usually in the past few years, by this point, we've split up a little bit with our distance group and our stroke group and our sprint group. And this year we made an effort to kind of stay together and do a little bit more volume together, other than Saturdays where we have the distance kids doing stuff a little bit differently, and it's really worked out well. They've responded to it great. They're excited about it. I think that they like being challenged, and I think they feel like this has really helped them. I've had numerous members come up and say, look, we feel like we're working harder, we feel stronger in the water, that sort of thing. And so it's been a real plus, and we're real excited about how things have kind of set up for the first weekend here.
So far this year we're still swimming together in practice. Usually we split up, we have stroke lanes, distance lanes, sprint lanes. So far this year we've stayed together to get our our base yardage up, and I think it's going to really help us once we do split up into groups. We're going to have that good base to go off of, and we won't be struggling quite as bad. I mean, right now we're training hard, and it is tough, but I know it's going to help us once we get to the end of the year, the fact that we're staying together. Also, we've switched up our lifting a little bit, where we're not splitting up in that nearly as much. We're all staying together, and we're doing more of a circuit type of training, which I think is going to really help our overall strength as far as accountability during like lifting and stuff, because you can't slack when everybody's watching. But this year so far we've been working, I think, a lot harder than in the past as far as the past years I've been here, and I think it's really going to help us.
I think with the meet this weekend, Westchester is one of the premier programs in the country, and Southern Connecticut, I think, had one of their young ladies last year was swimmer in the meet at Nationals. So we've got some really good teams to swim the first weekend, and we're excited about going out and seeing where we're at off our training. The biggest things I look for in these early season meets are what they call little stuff in swimming. Are we doing well with our turn work? Are we finishing hard? How are we pacing our races? Are we doing the right things that are going to set us up later on in terms of being successful? So, times it's great when we rip off some early season times right now, but at the same time, it's more important of how we're going about doing that. And so that's going to be our focus this weekend. Racing hard, but really making sure that we're doing things the right way. So in 7 or 8 weeks when we go down to Mason, we're really ready to get up and roll.
Meets are definitely it's a great thing to kind of split up the practices, because we practice 2 to 4 hours a day, and it gets tough, and being able to go out there and show what we're working towards right now. We're not going to be at mid-season form yet, but I think the team's going to swim really well. We're gonna go out there, and it's always fun to race, especially the first meet, because a lot of us haven't had to swim a meet since PSACs, which is 7 months ago. So I mean, it's great to be able to go out there and show the conference and the other teams what we have.
It's like any sport, you have to go back and practice is for practice. You practice what you want to do, and so where we get concerned is, as you said, when we get to the next dual meet with Bloomsburg, if we've had some mistakes and we haven't fixed them, then we start kind of setting ourselves back a little bit. So anything that we don't do well this weekend, that's a focus for the next week, and when we come back at Bloomsburg, see if we've kind of improved on those things, and if we have, we know we're moving in the right direction, and we just kind of keep going down that path, and good things will happen for us.
For the Patriot Invitational, we always like to go out there and we taper for the meet, and it's nice to be able to have a break in the totally hard training that we go through every day. As we're tapering, bring down the yardage some and increase rest, and it's just nice to be able to go out there and be at top form mid-season and give us some goals for the end. As far as the PSAC meet goes, I think last year we obviously were disappointed with how we did. We know we were a better team, and we lost some guys along the way, which hopefully this year we'll keep the team together. And we're definitely hoping to get up in the top 3 again, top 4 in the conference. And besides just the athletics, we strive to do great in the classroom, and last semester we did great, and we're hoping to continue that for as far as we can see in the future.
I think anyone you talk to on the team will tell you they feel it, and it's just one of those things we just got to keep going. That's the big thing. We've got to keep it going, and if we do that, again, I think we're going to be pretty successful. We have the talent. We really have guys that are capable of doing some good things, point-wise and time-wise at the conference meet. So you just got to keep everybody on the same page.
This year, more than the past few years I've been here, I think the whole team is a lot more on the same page as far as what our goals are and what we need to do to accomplish them. And if everyone's working hard, you don't want to be the one person that's not giving your all. So so far this year, I think the team has done great pushing each other, and I hope that we continue to push each other throughout the year.